Obstetric Anaesthesia, adding a patient for postnatal follow-up. On another video, we have already seen how you would find your patient on the maternity whiteboard, how you would document an epidural, and now we will see how to add this patient to our obstetric task list so that this patient can have their day 1 postnatal review. In order to do this, you need to place an order. This can be done in 2 ways. If you are already on the maternity whiteboard, you can place an order by finding your patient, right-click on their name, and choose Add Order. And this will take you directly to the order window. Alternatively, if you're already in the patient's record, you can go to Menu. Under Requests and Care Plans, click on the Add icon. There is another video that will go over how you can customize your favorites folder so that you can place frequently used orders within it. For this patient, we're going to refer them to Obstetric Anaesthesia. Search for Obstetric Anaesthesia, and you can see the link we need within the search window. So click on the referral to Obstetric Anaesthesia, click on Done. This window will now show you the fields that are required to complete the referral. Mandatory fields are in yellow. Once I have completed these, click on Sign. And now the referral has been complete and the patient will be added to the Obstetric Anaesthesia NPTL list. And now let's find this NPTL list. So in the header navigation bar, find NPTL. Depending on your screen real estate, you may find that this is hidden within a menu. So if so, click on the drop down and choose NPTL. In order to use the NPTL list, you will need to configure this, which only needs to be done once. There is another video which goes over how to configure your NPTL list. One of the first things you need to do is to ensure that you've got the correct time window. Right click on the time and choose Change Time Frame. I would recommend using Define Time Frame and choose Previous 24 hours. Second thing is make sure that you've refreshed the list regularly so that the list is up to date. And now we can see our patient, we can see their location, their details. We can also see the time that the referral was made, and then further to the right you can see the details of why they were referred. From here you can access the patient record directly. Right click on the patient, choose Open Patient Record. Here you have the option to go directly to different components of that patient record. For the postnatal review, we'll go to the Assessments and Fluid Balance option. This will take you to the IV band. So under Adult Lines, Tubes and Drains IV band, click on Epidural and go to the very bottom and you'll find here Postnatal Anaesthesia Follow-up option. Much like how an epidural is documented, you can document the follow-up details within this IV band. The first is a date and time field. A tip for you is if you type the letter T, it will insert today's date and current time. You can then work your way down this list, tabbing through each option. There are no mandatory fields, which allows you to document as much as necessary. There are some conditional logics as well as some text fields in this. You'll notice that the text is showing in purple. This means it hasn't been finalized yet. To finalize your record, you need to sign it. So find the green tick and click on it to sign the record. As soon as you do that, you'll notice a new column appears for current time, as well as the documentation that you've done turns black. And now we can return back to the NPTL list like before. If, for whatever reason, the patient needs further follow-up on another date, you will need to reschedule them so that they remain on this list. In order to do this, right-click on the patient and choose Reschedule this task. And you can reschedule them for a different date and time. So I'm going to choose tomorrow's date. You can also choose a rescheduling reason if needed. And once you're happy with all of this, click on OK. You will notice that the patient has disappeared, and that's because of the time range we're looking at. If you right click on the grey bar and choose to change the time frame, we will select the next 24 hours, and now you'll notice the patient has reappeared. Once you have done the postnatal review and then you're happy to sign them off, you can do this by right clicking on their record and choose Record Details. Select Actioned and sign the power form. As soon as you do this, you'll notice a tick appears next to the patient record, and this patient will disappear when you refresh the screen. If when you set up the NPTL you set it so that even completed tasks appear, then the completed patient will remain on this list.